How's it going, YouTube? Don't know how many views this video will get, but figured I'd give it a shot. So I'm a extremely beginner area of concealed carry, and I was looking through Facebook and saw a ad for this holster right here. It's We the People, and don't get me wrong, fully support the Second Amendment and American-made products, but I thought I'd give you a perspective of what this has been like for beginner concealed carry. So, starting out, I was like, I just need a holster to start carrying, and so this is the one I bought. I bought it because it was, relatively cheap. It was made out of Kydex. Figured it'd hold my gun in place pretty well, which is the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield 2.0, and it is clear. So, from my perspective, probably shouldn't get this holster. Unless, you're looking for a super cheap appendix carry holster. Other than that, it's not going to do you any good. I have a little bit of a cant on mine because I figured I'd try it out, just see how it was at strong side or 3 o'clock carry. And, this clip, it doesn't hold its place on your pants, especially if you have a cant on it. It slides, it catches your clothing really easily. When you have the gun in it, you hear that nice click, but right here on the bottom, it doesn't cover the trigger weld too well. And you can hear it shaking and it falls out pretty easily, and that's with the retention screw tightened pretty tight. So shakes pretty bad. It doesn't really hold its place on the gun itself. I did try and buy a few different clips to fit this, but they just didn't work well with this holster because where the clip attaches right here it's just super defined. Like it sticks out so much that it almost pushes the gun too far into your belt line, and it does kind of poke you in areas because of that, and your pants don't sit right on it. And even right here you can see I've actually sanded it down because there were 2 spots on both sides where the Kydex was at a very sharp angle, and it continued to poke me in the side or in the stomach. But for the price you're paying, it's not a horrible holster, but if I could go back, I probably wouldn't buy it. It did come with a nice little carrying pouch and the sticker on my gun safe behind me, but that's really about it. I thought I'd give you a perspective from a first time concealed carry user who hasn't used another holster. And concealed carry is not supposed to make you feel safe and uncomfortable. You're supposed to feel safe and comfortable while you're doing it. And it's not a large gun, okay? So it's not a full-size handgun. It's a subcompact, but it's not a pocket gun either. But it shouldn't be an issue when it comes to finding a good holster for a gun like this, because the amount of space in this area right here for things to get down in there and pull that trigger, especially if you're carrying one in the chamber, which you always should. You should never carry it unracked, because there's plenty of instances where people carry it unracked, and sadly either lose their lives or get severely injured. And, but back to it, it's not horrible for appendix carry. It does kind of pick and poke at you in different areas, but I'm not gonna appendix carry because I like my frankenbeans the way they are, and I'm a left-handed shooter, so appendix carrying on the left side with a belt is kind of difficult, because you have that extra thickness where the belt loops around itself. But We the People holsters, for the price, if you're gonna appendix carry, it's not horrible. Anything other than that, I would not recommend, just simply because it's not a super high quality holster like a Vetter or Alien Gear or anything like that. So save yourself some time. Don't waste the money on a holster like this. Spend a little extra money and get a nicer holster that is comfortable, will hold your gun well, and will ultimately protect that trigger, because in no way do you want anything getting in that trigger weld to set that gun off while it's in your pants, because that will be a very bad day for you, and maybe for your family if you're carrying appendix, because appendix is a lot more dangerous version of carry than strong side or 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, just simply because of all the you have your femoral artery and your frankenbeans down there. So, but that's an overview of We the People holsters. So give it a like. Thanks.